Yo everyone, so as I promised in my last video, I'm going to be doing a review on the Beautyblender, which I got at IMATS London last week. This is something that this isn't new. I don't know how long ago it came out, but I've seen in loads of other people's videos, tutorials that they've done, reviews and whatnot about this product. And I wanted to kind of get it just to see what the big deal was about, because to me it's just a makeup sponge in the shape of like an egg. I got two in here. This one is one I've used, so it's dirty, so I'll just show you a new one that I haven't used yet. So it just looks like this. It's just a little egg-shaped pink sponge. Looks cute. I believe it comes in a bunch of different colours. And yes, so I wanted to kind of understand what the hype was about this sponge. I have used makeup sponges in the past, and generally I just find that they soak up too much of the foundation, and it just doesn't give a nice enough finish for me. I'm always used to using brushes. I use this brush. It's dirty. It's the Real Techniques stippling brush, I think it's called. Got two of them. Yeah, I use this one all the time, and then I put some foundation on my hand and I go like that, and then I just blend it and buff it all in, and I really get a really good look from this. It can be a little bit streaky now and then, but nothing that a little bit more buffing doesn't sort out. So yeah, so I bought this, and what you do is you drench it or you saturate it in water and it expands. So here's one that I've not used yet, and here's one that I have used, so you can see. And then yeah, you completely saturate it so it's soaking wet. Wring out the water, use like a towel or something to kind of splooge it together, so that all the water is kind of drained, but it's still very damp. It still feels damp now, even though I used it like a while ago. So I used it today and I used it yesterday, and what I did is I put some foundation on my hand. I put the usual amount that I always use. Today I used my Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish foundation, and I squirted it on my hand a couple of times. Then what I did was I used like the underside of it, and then I just dabbed it like that, and then you're meant to stipple it into your face. Now what I did like about this, because it had that little bit of extra dampness, it made it feel really fresh when I was applying it, and it seemed to apply really nicely. Other sponges don't really blend as seamlessly, and what you're supposed to do is just continue stippling it so that it slowly blends in and gives a really natural finish. And I do have to say it did do that, but the only thing is that I had to use a bit more foundation after that, after I'd used up the one on my hand, because a fair bit of the foundation actually does go into the sponge itself, which is the problem that I have with sponges in general. But I do have to say that it was overall still very good to use. I didn't have to use too much more, but still more than normal. And yes, it's really good at getting all the areas. I wouldn't say it's a fast application like this claims that it is, because it says makes your makeup application fast, flawless and foolproof. I don't know about fast, because with a brush I'm able to cover more of an area like that, whereas with this I have to go like this all over the place. So it did take a little bit longer than I was used to. The thing that I did like about this is using the top part or the top corner to do the concealer into my eye area. So I was able to really go right into the corner, whereas I normally use my finger and start blending it out. By using this, which I guess is more sanitary because it's just been washed, it's clean, made it really, really nicely applied. It didn't it blended out the area really nicely, so it looked flawless and it looked natural, whereas when I normally use my finger it can become patchy in places. So this gave it a nice even finish as well, so I really liked using it around my eyes and around my nose area as well. So overall I would say it is a pretty good product. Nothing amazing. I mean, I haven't washed it, I've only used it twice, so I used one side yesterday and one side today. So yeah, so it's a pretty good product. I think it would be good to use this for cream based products like blushes and stuff, because I've not really bothered. Now, I mean, I'll try it now while I'm on camera. Here's the Sleek Sweet Cheeks palette, and it's got a cream blush in it, and I've not used it, so I'm going to do it on camera. So take a little bit and let's see how it comes out on the hand. So it really does come out actually quite nicely. So you can see, because my issue with cream blushes, when using a brush, it can tend to kind of congeal too much in one area, but by doing this you're kind of able to control how blended you can make it, but without it making it streaky. So actually that's pretty nice. So I'd say it is a very good product. Very, I wouldn't say overly innovative because it is a sponge. But yes, so I guess I would recommend getting it, especially if you're not a fan of brushes or you want to try something new. I would definitely say it does give a very flawless finish. I don't see any streaks, any bubbles especially, which is what you get with other sponges. Don't see any bubbles with this. So yes, a pretty good product. So if you've got any questions, any more questions that I have forgotten to mention those points in the video, feel free to ask me below. I hope that you enjoyed my review on the Beautyblender, which is the original Beautyblender, and it looks like that. Yeah, so I will see you all soon in my next video, whatever that may be. I hope that you're well, and again enjoying the lovely summer weekend that we're having in London. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram to see what I'm up to, or face of the day. Oh yes, and as I mentioned in my last video, I did go and get my hair done, my roots are done, and I've actually gone darker finally, because what had happened before was I've been having highlights in my hair for about 2 years now, and it steadily got lighter and lighter and lighter. So it started off chocolate brown and it ended up being like a dark blonde, as you may have seen in other videos of mine. So I was a bit concerned today when I went to the hairdressers, and what they did was they bleached it or something and made it go yellow. I looked like a bee, and I was like, oh my god, what have they done? They've made it completely blonde, oh my god. And then this guy came and put a toner in my hair, and then he said this will make it darker, so don't worry. So they put the toner in my hair and it's made it go a lot darker, and I'm really happy with it. Cut off about 1 inch. It's still pretty long. Got long hair, so, and got them to style it nicely as well. So yes, so I'm very happy with my hair, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, bye.